my dumbass didn't tie off our snubber real well. I'm looking up there and we're bashing upwind, and the waves is taking the line, it's just dragging by the boat. Had to go up there and grab it, bashing. It's kind of fun up there though, hopping up and down. The funny thing is, this isn't my first time doing this. I've screwed up the same exact thing before. I don't know, a year ago we did the same, I did the same stupid thing. And that, oh man, Jessica just got wet. And that time we actually lost the line. At least this time I had it at least cleated off still. All right, let's get back to sailing. This is fun.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Woke up about 5 o'clock this morning to a hobby horse and boat, meaning the bow and stern were going up and down. South winds picked up. They're not bad. They're only like, I would guess 10 knots, 10 to 15, but there's 20 miles of fetch out there. And it's just making the boat a little uncomfortable. So we are out of here. We get kicked out over anchorage. We looked at the weather this morning. We're gonna make a 30-mile run to this place called Bonanza Beach. That is our initial plan. It should be protected from these west winds, southwest winds that are happening. It's supposed to turn to westerlies tonight. And this bay we're in right now is really exposed to the west. So we do not really want to be here.
So bad, huh? Not so bad at all.
We are underway. Motor is off, decent wind. Finally got a sail. The last couple times we've been motoring, I think we've motored the last 50, 60 miles. It's so nice to shut that diesel off. And as a bonus, we're almost going in the direction we want. Almost. Throughout the day though, the wind's supposed to move from south to southwest, which will help us. I'm hoping we can just keep turning around with it and get right around this point, this island we're trying to get around. If not, we'll tack a few times, no big deal. It is a sailboat, for crying out loud. It's a rough day at sea. We got one reef in the main, bashing up one of these square freaking seas as Sea of Cortez gets. Every now and then we like fall off the top of one and the whole boat just goes and just shutters. Like it's comfortable right now, and then this, you know, after a few minutes, a big set rolls in here and we just smack right into him. Man, what a fun sail this has been. Fucking water bashing over the front of the boat. The boat is soaked in salt water. We got soaked in salt water. That was a good time. We just got behind the lee of this little island here, and the wind died down a little bit. We had to shake our reef out. We're now under full sails. I think there's 20 knots still though, and I think it's about ready to funnel through. There's a little cut in the land up there we're gonna pay attention to. Make sure we don't get knocked over too bad, because I do know it funnels pretty hard through there. It wouldn't surprise me if it went from 20 knots we're probably in now up to like the 30s. We're just gonna keep an eye on it. I think we're 2 hours from our destination. Our friends are still behind us. It's been a good sail.
Been a delightful sail. I went down below a little while ago to try to dig up some treats, some food. Got knocked around a bit. It's always a good time when you end up on the other side of the boat. Gotta hold on everywhere you go.
I think this is what a lot of people call a sporty sail.
Wow.
I don't know, I think it's pretty fun. I mean, I wouldn't want to do this, you know, for days on end, but 6-7 hours of bashing upwind isn't too bad. We got through that cut. The wind did pick up a little bit, not to 30, but probably 25. We survived it. And the minute we got through it, the wind died. Like, we are pretty much becalmed. We were down to, oh, I guess we're still doing 3 knots, which feels becalmed when you're used to doing, we were doing 6.5 earlier, right? But worse off, this catamaran behind us, it's hauling butt. He's still in the wind. He's gonna catch us and pass us. We've been holding the lead the whole day, and we're 7 miles to the entrance, and I think he's gonna pass us. Man, I know we're not racers, but it's so fun to be ahead of people and stay ahead of them, but we are basically down to, like, now it says 2 knots. We're basically just drifting. We're gonna get past.
2.5 knots.
Still need to steer though. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh. Watch your head. The wind line is seriously 200 yards behind us and just sitting there funneling through.
All right, we have no wind. There's nothing.
We might have to start the motor to go the last 7 miles. After bashing through all that, it's disappointing to have to motor into an anchorage. We were so gonna just sail into our anchorage, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll give it a minute. I feel like this is where you've got to earn your sailing, is in the calms. It's actually easier to sail, I think, in higher winds, because you just reef down, the boat's got plenty of power. This light stuff's hard. This stuff's really hard for us to do. We have a really small head sail to begin with, which doesn't help in the light stuff, but it sure is nice in the heavy stuff. It's a high cut Yankee, 100% maybe. I don't really know the stats on it, but it's a pretty small head sail for our boat.
Must have 3 knots of wind out there.
Is that what we're doing?
Because the flag's not doing anything and I can feel it on my face.
Oh, you're still moving.
So I can't tell where the wind's coming from because we're going faster than it.
And that catamaran's coming. His head sail's up, but I can hear an engine running. He's cheating. Cheating. This was supposed to be a gentleman's race. White sails only, no motors. I mean, he didn't know that. We don't know this guy at all, but that's just how it should be, right? That's kind of the rules.
Uh-oh.
You don't motor past another sailboat under sail. Come on. I think we're just gonna slowly drift in to this anchorage. How does one go from 20 knots of wind to totally becalmed?
We are 0.
We are dead 0. I think we actually may be drifting backwards. That is freaking hilarious. We are totally becalmed. We just sailed for 5 hours in crappy ass weather, bashing up wind. What are we, 7 miles? I think we're 7 miles from our anchorage. And we're becalmed.
6.1 miles. All we have left.
Oh well, we might have to fire up the diesel. Well, that's that. Called it. We started drifting backwards, becalmed. But it was fun while it lasted. It was a fun sail. Fun to do every now and then. Let you know you can still sail your boat. So anyways, we're gonna motor the next hour. We got 6 miles to go, so just over an hour into our anchorage. And then we'll see what the rest of the day brings. We are supposed to get some west winds tonight. I think it said 20, 25 or something, which is why we chose this anchorage we're headed to. We'll get wind, but we shouldn't get any fetch. So it should be a fairly calm night. Jess, anchor, keep going. I'm excited. The water is 73.9 degrees. We are finally getting somewhere warm.
Well, that's good because we're going to need a shower after this fiasco we just had. Just so you know, when you're on a rowdy uphill sail like we were today and you're taking on water and having the time of your life, don't forget to close the toilet vent. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you the disaster, but I did come down here once when we were rocking and rolling and realized, can I just say, look at this. Like everything is out of where it's supposed to be. And, oh, that was me. So I came down here and water was gushing up through the sink. And so I just closed the through hole because that's what you do. Never once did I think or remember about the toilet vent. So the second time I came down here, I realized there was water on the floor and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Thought we had a big leak, looking, thought that the sink had come apart. I did something wrong. And I didn't do anything wrong other than neither one of us thought to close the toilet vent, and the entire hose from the deck top to the toilet filled with seawater. And guess where the seawater went that escaped from that little U shape of the hose, or J shape of the hose? Right into the toilet, the poo-poo side. There's one thing that's really great about our composting toilet is that we have no sewer, just kind of this wet, earthy material that we can handle easier and not yarf our guts up. But when it gets mixed with something, dirty seawater or urine, which it got kind of shook up too, it turns back into sewer. So this is one of those moments where he says, let's buy a boat and it's gonna be great, and we had fun, and we did, and I'm trying to remember that it's really fun and that we have a really good time, and we do. It's beautiful out there. Can't wait to show you the beach. But before I do that, I'm gonna have to go clean up the shit box. the soggy shit box. I thought I retired so I wouldn't have to do this anymore. All right. He changes the oil in the motor, so I clean the soggy shit box.
Sounds pretty fair to me. A few lessons we forgot. It's been a while since we bashed upwind. I mean, we do it all the time, but it's been...
Well, this wasn't plugged in.
This is like our first bash since we hauled back in the water, so... It was a little rough. Now that we're all anchored, things have settled down. Let me show you why I keep losing my snubber lines under sail. I got a really bad habit. I need to stop doing it. This is what I end up doing. And it's no good. It's happened twice now. It comes undone. I need to get in the habit of actually tying a knot, not just looping them around itself. One day I'll learn, hopefully, because that thing could eventually get stuck in the motor. I mean, all bad things could happen when lines start running down the side of the boat in the water. I gotta be more diligent. But here, let me show you what I do. Maybe you guys can learn something. See this? It's just looped through, right? It seems secure enough. And it is if you're not taking water over the bow onto the cabin top and bashing the waves upwind and stuff. It's secure enough for downwind, light, easy sailing, but it obviously is not secure enough for any heavy weather work. I gotta come up with a different plan. I think I'm gonna start looping it and actually tying it to the bow pulpit, like tying an actual knot instead of just looping it through itself. Tie it on with a couple bowlines or something. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm definitely come up with a different plan. Can't lose two of them. I cannot do it twice. I'm amazed I even allowed it twice. I lost one snubber line, one like 80-foot long line because of my stupidity. Laziness, whatever, habit, bad habits. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I've got to correct the situation.